Hey, lovely people, how are you all doing? It is a beautiful Friday. I know it is rainy here in Columbus, but it's okay. It's still a beautiful Friday because it's officially Sukura weekend. Yes, we're going to talk more about it and all of that. You are watching Revolt Media. I am your girl, the one, the only, Nzima Queen, Jasmine Akuba. So, as you are watching, if you're watching on Facebook, YouTube, and all of that, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And if you're watching on Facebook, don't forget to hit the follow button. And don't forget to follow because you can't miss today. And you can't have your friends miss today either. So make sure you share with everyone that you know. As always, we're going to give you a great show, but we have to also say thank you to the people who make it possible for us. RG Kids Portrait, for all your baby shoots, all your parents with young kids, parents with, expecting a baby, make sure you capture the moment. You need to at least tell your kids when they get older how it all started for them. So make sure you capture the moment now. Reach out to RG Kids. Listen, they will have it. Oh, they have themes upon themes upon themes. You will not, everything that you're looking for, they will take care of it for you. Reach out to RG Kids. You can find them on Instagram. It's RG_kids_portrait. Just tell them, use the name Jasmine, and you are going to get a special discount. Lona Soul Clothing. Listen, this summer was Lona Soul, but this winter, Lona Soul has a new collection that is coming out for the winter. They took care of you during the summer. They're going to take care of you this winter. Lona Soul Clothing. Make sure you head over to lonasoulstreetwear.com and get yours. Just use the code REVOLT and you will get 80% off. As lonasoulstreetwear.com. Use the code REVOLT for 80% off. This deal is not going to last for a long time, so make sure you get yours now, because trust me, okay, that discount goes a long way. I just bought a few stuff for myself, my friends, and that discount went a long way. So make sure you get yours. It's lonasoulstreetwear.com. Use the code REVOLT for 80% off. Akuba, for all your skin and hair care needs. You already know the theme, GGC. The skin gotta glow, the hair gotta grow, and the beard gotta connect, okay? If you want your skin glowing like mine, as you guys can see, the skin is glowing, okay? Makeup can cover everything, okay? Make sure your skin is healthy. And the edges, ladies, the lace front is breaking the edges. As you can see, the edges are intact. Make sure you get Akuba. And the men, we don't want to see potholes in the beard. We want to make sure when we touch it, we feel it's all smooth and nice. So make sure you get Akuba so your beard will connect, your edges are going to grow, and your skin is going to glow, because them skin, we'll talk about that later. And winter is coming. We don't want to catch you dry and ashy. So make sure you get yours now. Head over to www.akuba.com, or you can give them a call on 614-584-1845 and get yours now. It's akuba.com. You can find them on Instagram as Akuba. Now that I've made sure we've kept the lights on, we are produced today by the one and only Mingles. Yes. So let's get this party started. Today, I'm super excited because we spoke about Sukura. We've been talking about Sukura for a long time. I think the first time we did this, and I interviewed the producer, I think months ago, about it. We've been waiting for Sukura to finally come out, and it's here. Yes, it is here. This weekend, it is here. The party has started tonight. I have to find out with, the producer if we're having a pre-party before the premiere. But the party has started tonight. Sukura this weekend. It's Sukura weekend. Today, I'm super excited. I have the producer herself, my dear friend, Janet Obobisa, in the studio with me. I also have the CEO of GMA USA, Mr. Don D. Somebody told me to say he was the former gospel artist. Former gospel artist. We've not heard that before, guys. We have a former gospel artist. So see, is he former, or so what is he doing now? What genre of music is he doing now? Don't worry, we'll talk about it when we get to him. I have a former gospel artist and now CEO of GMA USA in the building. I'm super excited. And then we have the one and only, legendary, okay? Some have called him the Ghana Denzel. Some have called him, Ghana Will Smith. Some have called him many, many names. He's an author. He's an actor. He's also a professor, from what I gathered. The one and only. I think his name is missing. Many people stick with one name for him, but his name is Ajete Anand, or many will know him as Pusha, also in the building. Yes, guys, that's the reason why I'm smiling, because I have these three mighty people in the studio, so I'm super excited. But I'm going to start with Mr. Ajete Anand. Mr. Ajete, how are you?
I'm okay. I'm good.
That's good. So good to see you.
Same here.
Many of us grew up on your films and all of that. So to be here, for you to be sitting here with me, I'm trying to hold it in. I'm really trying.
The pleasure is all mine.
I'm trying. Do you get offended when people call you like the Ghana Denzel or the Ghana Will Smith? Because I've always wondered.
I mean, I don't get offended. I mean,
you don't?
That's serious offense. No, I don't take offense. I mean, you let people just share their opinions and what they feel comfortable with, and so. I'm good when they call me, anything that they think I am.
Really? Because many people like their individual, like, oh, I'm big myself, so why are you comparing me? Like, why are you calling me by another person's name?
For me, I think that I'm very optimistic. And so for me, it must be, these are personalities who we know have made their mark in the world of entertainment and film. And so if people are calling me by those names, I mean, that's like an elevation, that... as far as the craft is concerned, I'm doing something, good, and so it goes to my good books.
Well, that's good. Well, we know you by Pusha.
Right.
Pusha. It was from Things We Do for Love,
that's right.
And now the name is stuck. Do you sometimes have to remind people, please, I have a name. It's not Pusha anymore.
I used to do that, in the very early, no matter what you do, people will just stick to what they want to do. And, it's okay.
So you respond. So if you're in public and people like Pusha,
I do.
Wow.
Sometimes when it's the younger folks, I'm like, actually, they should add bra, bra Pusha.
Why? Sorry, so let me add a bra Pusha. Oh, hello. Sorry. Sorry.
I mean the Gen Zs.
Technically, I fall on the borderline. Don't do that to me. I fall on. If my mother had waited for like 3 years, I would have, worked out perfectly. So, with this weekend is all about Sukura.
That's right.
And it's a great film. And knowing you and your body of work, there's certain characters that you play.
Right.
Whenever we see something, we're like, oh, Ajitana could play that. I've seen a few Nigerian movies. I'm like, if it was Ajitana, he would have done it better. But what attracted you initially to the film? When you first received it?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, I must confess that Janet and I go way back. We were part of a drama group called Nyankonton Players. That's where it all started for me. Where I had my first appearance as an actor on screen in the days of TV theater, and so we had that connection from that space. And so when years down the line, and he knocked on my door and said that, look, she's getting into productions. I was like, oh man, then this is the time where we need to join forces, also bring some value onto what she's doing and make it work. And so that was the first. And then the second was when she sent me the script.
Yes.
And I thought that, okay, I mean, we're talking about, we're in the days of collaborations, and that's what we've been talking about, that we can't do it on our own. When we bring our skill sets together, we can make something good and then sell Africa, sell our culture through our productions. And so for me, that was one. And also the storyline also tied in with what was also trending in a way in Ghana, where the concept of the year of
return, yeah,
where we're reaching out to our diasporan brothers and sisters to come home and all that, so it was still in that light. And when I read the script, I was like, well, this is something worth being a part of.
Yeah.
So, for me, these are the basic reasons why I jumped on.
So when you saw the character,
right.
What was it like? When she gave you the characters, I know most definitely she would give you a choice. When she gave you the character, how did you feel about the character that you're playing?
Now, my first reaction was, I made a sound. I said, because for some reason, I thought it was going to be a very, very straight, prim and proper character. But then I got the role, and I was like, okay, this hard nut guy causing problems here and there, but he's not totally through and through a bad guy. He just, I think his upbringing and what he's gone through has shaped him in a way but he also looks out for the human character, if you will. But without giving much away, I fell in love with the character. I thought that it would give me an opportunity to push it to another level and bringing this character out. That is not connected to Pusha in any way.
Yeah.
But it's another dimension as well to represent, that set of characters. And so, I fell in love with the character. Yeah.
So since you said you didn't find any similarities with your personality and this character, it was different. How do you embody? Because I watch a lot of your films, and seeing you in person, I'll say you were a total opposite maybe of some of the characters I've seen you play. How do you embody a character when you receive it? How do you prepare for it?
Yeah, I mean, a number of ways. I mean, for example, let me use. I think the easiest example was the Pusha days.
Yeah.
When I was given the character Pusha, and I thought that the director was crazy for choosing me to play such a role because the guy was just a bad guy, And so, how would I make that work? I combine a number of characters. There's this guy who is. My Ghana brother, Bakbo, he's a larger than life character. He's very dramatic. I mean, he's a guy who tells, he watches a movie and tells you about it. Don't watch the movie. Don't bother. Because he tells you from the soundtrack. Boom, boom, boom. Every sound, he makes the sound. He tells you about the film, and you feel like you've watched the film already. He's very loud, and so that component I added to Pusha's loudness and dramatic. Then we had Basikro, who was my mate in school, who had this walk, which I exaggerated. And so it wasn't totally my creation.
Oh wow!
The reason being is that the characters that we represent are real life characters. That we also want people to relate to the characters, and so. When you see somebody perform, somebody will go like, "Oh, Charlie, you see the Pusha character, he behave like Thomas." So
you can find,
So then they connect, and so that's how I do it. I pick real life characters. Maybe I add a few, exaggerated a bit, or tone it down a bit, just to give it a character. But then people can find traces, in there, and that's what I do. I don't. It's just not from my head, but how do I put the pieces together? Sometimes I go to spaces to observe people, how they behave. I always tell my people back home that, the fact that you are cast for a military officer doesn't mean that when you have the gear and the boots and then your gun,
that's when
you transform. You go to for example, in Ghana, you have to go to a 37 military hospital, observe them, their stance, and what did they, when were they in that T's position? Their attention position, and where are their gestures, etc. And these are things that would inform and build the character, because these people also come into a cinema center to see what they were representing them very well. And all that. So these are a few of the things that I do to help me embody characters. Yeah.
That's amazing. So I know we are here to talk about Sukura, but of course, you being one of the main faces for this film, I want us to go back a little bit for people who may not know you. How did your acting journey begin? Because, as an African child, I remember the first time I told my mom I was going to, media school, the first thing they told me was, no. You have three professions. So as an African child, how did it start for you?
Interestingly, it didn't start with me wanting to be in front of the cameras.
Oh, wow.
Nothing related. All I knew was I loved movies. My uncles introduced me to movies, very early age. And I was just fascinated by how people could live characters that they are not in real life. And that was it. And so when I had the opportunity in school, normally you would do this star and I was cast to play a role. And I remember some of the movies that I'd seen and plays. And so I tried to imitate some of the characters.
Wow.
And it turned out that it was good. To my surprise, I was like, "Oh wow, that's really
he's good."
But I just imitated what I see. But then it kept on building, and people, those in the game thought that, look, there's something in that I need to take a second look at, especially when I wasn't too sure what I wanted to do, because Daddy was a biochemist, so the sciences he was trying to push me in the direction.
Yeah.
I found him a bit pretty boring because it was just work home, no social life. And unfortunately, I had been exposed to fathers who would take their kids out on the park and have fun. I was like, okay, maybe the science would make you
will make you boring.
I don't want to be that kind of.
You wanted to have fun.
So, at an early age, I had already made up my mind, and so that's how it grew. And then we came to Nyankonton Players. Right. I followed Wakefield to a rehearsal one day, and then I met Sefa Kaye, Fred Amugi, and I was
Yeah.
like, oh my goodness, these are people we see on the screen. And I thought that, hey, I want to hang around, and then I got a role, and then it took up from there.
What was your first role?
I remember the first play I did was Not Without a Fight. It was a young guy who wanted to marry a daughter of this military man. He was a womanizer himself, but you dare not come to his house looking for
his daughter. Hey, yeah, you're brave.
I had to go through all that. So that was the character that I played for the film.
So from what you just said, you initially started from theater, because we're going to go back. I want to see your family life and how that was. But from what you just said, you started from theater.
That's right.
What made you transition to, because I know there's a huge difference between theater and film. A lot of people do not know that.
That's right.
What made you transition?
I think that, advice from the likes of David Donto, Kofi Gianni, the rest, and the late Solomon Sampa. The thing was, they said if I wanted to be in this industry, then I should be a master of the
Everything, all of it.
And so they sort of encouraged me to also transition into those spaces and then learn the differences and how to transition from theater to TV or vice versa. And so I learned all the techniques and the tricks in it, so that I am able to pay respect to the specific disciplines. Yeah.
Okay, so have you thought about going back to theater? Have you gone back to theater?
I always do theater.
You always do
Every
theater?
year I do with
Oh, wow.
at least, one play, because it sends me back to the basics. It reminds me not to be complacent, because real life theater is one big thing. How do you stay in character the whole 1 hour or 2 hours?
Yeah.
Especially in front of
A live audience.
in the world. I mean, if you're able to perform in Ghana and be successful, you can perform anywhere.
Why'd you say that? Because you're not the first person I heard. I think I recently did an interview with Clemento, and he also said this.
Look, I performed in other stages. I mean, I've been performed in Bordeaux, in Paris, and the audiences it's as if they've been choreographed. They know where they have to clap, where they have to laugh, and they are quiet. At the end, they get up, and all that.
Wow.
Unpredictable. Somebody just walks on the street and somebody can just out of blue show Nike thank you to like I said Autry, just
wait.
They just come to have fun. And you can't blame them, they've paid. So they are not as they anything. And so it helps you to be prepared to stay in character. In a way, I use that even though that is not, in a theater space, that is not really encouraged. But for us, we have to turn it around for it to benefit us that, look, anything can happen. And so be on your game. You have to be 100% locked in so that you're not, distracted by, comments that will come in and all that. And because some of them are very funny and it can take you out of character.
Have you ever tried to respond like somebody who says so you're like, I wanna add it in there and put it in the script real quick. When I get to then put it in the script.
There are other genres like stand-up comedy. And
you can add that.
That gives you a window to do that. But when you're doing a text, like maybe a Marriage of Anna Sewa, a Wole Shoyinka play, you can't
take that feedback.
The rules, yeah.
And the Ghanaians are very hard to please. They're very hard to please. Okay, so since we're talking about your career, and I know we started with your family, what was your upbringing like? You said your dad was very focused on work, but what was it like from childhood to your mother?
It was kind of funny. I mean, first of all, even starting with the proximity, we're in the middle of, to our right, the Ayivos, who were very westernized because their mom was a German, their dad, of course, Ghanaian. And then to our left was the house that the smoke never dies because there's always smoke in that house. They cook kinky, and that was a fun place. But Daddy didn't want us to associate with them. But we always still to go there.
You want the food. The food is more important.
The chaskele, the food, and all that. And it was more, very nuclear. Me, my sister, and then my parents, and so that was how we grew up. But of course, the house to our left had an influence on me, and so I had the best of two worlds of what the westernized kind of family setting
will be.
The communal compound house setting as well. So they informed me.
What part of Ghana did you grow up? Because you said you had
Tema,
to. You went. Okay. Shout out to Tema people.
Yeah, Tema people.
Okay, so I know I asked, I think I kind of brushed off it, but so you grew up in this kind of home. Your dad wanted to make sure that you guys were proper kids. So you grew up with a mom and your dad. How many siblings?
Just one. Yeah, my sister.
Oh, okay. This is what I like. That's what my parents should have done. I hope they're not watching. Sorry, guys. I love you. I love you. Wow. Okay, so just two of you in the house. What is your sister? I hope your sister is also not in the film industry. Or
no, she's not. She's not.
She went the total opposite.
She's an educationist, so she went into that.
So she did what an African parent would want them to do. So I know I asked this question, but I kind of brushed over it. Right. What was their first feeling the moment you told them that you were going to, I'm going the direction, I'm going to be an actor? Because I know back then most of them are focused on job security and making sure that at least as a man, because even as a woman, sometimes it's a bit different. You're a bit lenient, but as a man, making sure that, there's food on the table, you're responsible. Right. How did they feel when you said you're going to do film?
I think I must have been one of the lucky ones, especially in a period where parents frown on what you want to do because, like you said. But I remember, my dad encouraged me to know, look, if this is where I'm going, I should make sure that I should be amongst the best or be the best in it.
Wow.
And so I shouldn't just go through it. I should seek the education, push, go to the highest level that I can so that I will make an impact in the industry. My mom has always been quiet. All she says was that I shouldn't lose myself in whatever I do. I should make impact. I shouldn't let people impact me.
Wow.
So it was my sister who was a bit skeptical.
Is she the oldest?
No, she's the youngest actually, but she behaves like the oldest.
It works. It makes sense. It makes sense.
So she was a bit skeptical about it. Not even just because of it bringing enough to the table, but just because of the perception of actors and actresses and the kind of life that they led and live and all that. So she didn't think that it was a space that I should go into, even though she didn't really put it. I mean, it wasn't in my face.
Yeah,
I realized that she wasn't really
comfortable
until I began to really prove to all of them that, hey man, I haven't lost myself. I'm still delivering. And she really came out to support. So.
Wow. So with your sister's fears, I kind of want to just touch base real quick, and we're going to jump back to Sukura real quick, so very soon. But really briefly, like with your sister's fears, being an actor, there's always the mentality of, they're wayward, they're this. But I think I've paid attention. I followed you for a very long time, like I said, and I've paid attention to your character. Like there's never, Ajay is doing this, or Ajay is doing. I think the only time I really will say that we heard anything about was when you dropped your book. When you dropped your book, which that was when we actually heard anything about. But we're not even going to get into that. How are you able to manage yourself and family, because I know you've been married for a long time, and how are you able to manage that, and how are you able to keep your life, because I noticed you've kept your life very private and separate. You work, how are you able to manage that?
I mean, it's very intentional. You have to be very deliberate about the choices you make in regards to even time, because our productions keep us on the road, and sometimes we're gone for a month, we're camping somewhere, or we've gone to Nigeria, we've traveled here and there, and it can be back to back because the producer gets to know that, he's in town, okay, let's quickly get him to do something. Another producer, before you realize you're doing back to back and you're away from family. And especially when kids are involved or there's a kid, then he's in touch. And so I just have to be deliberate and say that, okay, look, after every production, there's a period where I spend with my family. And it's not just being at home, but, what are we doing? Where are the places that we're going to spend, quality time together? So it's more like I have a timetable that, keeps me in check, because if you're not, then everything goes. And you may be bringing the everything at home, providing paying the bills well. But if you're not there, that touch of husband, that touch of father,
it's very important.
Family still doesn't.
Yeah.
Do not really find it a happy space, and so I've been quite deliberate about those choices.
That's really good, because I've always wondered, like, we don't hear scandal, because we're waiting for one Instagram tweet I can read to real quick. I just did that real quick. I like that. Now let's get to the movie Sukura. We spoke about initially when you received the script, you received the story. Now set life. It was time to shoot.
Yeah. Oh,
Tell us. It was time to shoot.
It was tough shooting.
Really? What?
It was tough shooting. I pitied my sister. I mean, it was, she had a taste of the, the baptism of, coming to shoot home, and she had to learn along the way. Mm-hmm. It was tough because there's so many things going on. Production wasn't easy. Call times were not respected sometimes, challenges every now and then, and people who even saw it as an opportunity to milk, the production.
Yeah.
So, for example, I'm not even talking about the production team. I mean, they did the best that they could, but in terms of maybe you want to go and shoot at a place and location, and then they do their own investigations and like, hey, somebody has come and is melting Benjamins, and so if we're charging 5 cedis, let's charge them 50 cedis.
That's selfish. That's greed. That's greed.
Yeah, and so these are some of the challenges that she had to face, and forgetting that, look, when we come together and we're the collectiveness, we can churn out something good that would create a ripple effect, and then we all benefit, But it was tough. It was tough shooting, but this is what we do, so I had to just sometimes I spent the whole day to the next morning.
Oh, wow!
I'll tell her, look, my scene's not been shot yet, and all that. But we got through it. I mean, knowing that, look, this is her first. I mean, we need to also sacrifice a bit for her, so that when it comes out tomorrow, if she says that, look, it went well, it would have been our efforts and sacrifice, and so that we keep her in the game.
That's
not
good.
for her to give up immediately. Yeah.
So without giving the movie away, please, we don't want to give it a movie away, but I know many are looking forward to your character.
Sure.
Without giving it away, can you tell us a little bit about your role?
I mean, my role is, how some the whole movie is, I mean, part of it for a large extent is people tracing their roots, coming back home, and reconnect, if you will. But then there are always impediments. It's not as smooth as you would like, and there are always impediments in their way. I represent, that industry who would put impediments in your way. In the same way, they're trying to connect you to where you come from. They're working around in a way. They're also trying to see, what do I gain from this? What do I, and there are people out there who feel that the fact that you're coming from a place which is considered greener than where we're coming from, everything should be okay with you and perfect, and so it's an opportunity for us to like make some money off you, and all that. So these are some of the impediments that my character will place before them, but in the end he turns around in a way. So I wouldn't want to say much, but yeah. I mean,
see, I like the way you kind of played it. He didn't even tell us anything. Like, my ear was itching. I think Don just said "Konkonsa." Yes, my ear was itching. I was like, just let him slip. This is what we call, we've done this for too long, okay? He was like, so he does this, and I'm like, okay, where's the rest? No, so you don't have anything else for us? Just something small?
My friend Pakwa has taught me a huge
just
lesson.
drop.
Come and see something.
Just give us something. What do you think people should? Okay, so anybody coming to watch this film, since you played in it, I know you've probably seen it. What do you think people should take from this film?
Oh, there are lots of lessons out there, especially if you're coming back home. And whatever business you're doing back home, you're coming back home. There's so many things that I'm
trying to get him to say it.
Exposed to, and you have to be ready for, the unexpected. And so this movie informs you and prepares you to what to expect, and how the choices that you would make to make it easier for you. And I think that everybody should see this. It's not just that, but also the information that we get in terms of our own culture from the space of what slavery and colonialism has done, the impact that it has, and how it has shaped our mindset. And these are things that we need to investigate and continue exploring, because it left certain, very, very unfortunate, mental. Bob Marley puts in a mental slavery, and these are things that we need to really talk about. That is limiting our progress in a way, and it's seen in all walks of life, entertainment industry, political, what have you, and I'm hoping that it would bring us together so that we talk about it. So it's not just being entertained, but looking at real issues that we're grappling with as a people, and then our brothers and sisters on the other side also, where we find that convergence and connection, because there has to be that connection. And we both grow. Not as seeing our brothers actually, so let's take advantage of them. And it won't work for any of us. And so it's a huge production. Not just as I said, for entertainment. Yeah. So she's done.
That well. I heard I spoke about it I think a while ago, but I'm gonna add the producer herself, Madam Janet, Mrs. Janet Obobisa. Number one. How are you, girl?
I'm good. How about you?
I am doing well. It's so good to see you again. I think I haven't seen you since our interview.
Right, you're right.
It's so good to see you. It's finally here. Sukura.
The homecoming, yes.
It's finally here. It feels like there's like a burden lifted, huh?
Right.
You're just ready.
Yeah.
So tomorrow, I know we did this, we already spoke about this a while ago, but for anybody who did not watch it previously, just give us, what inspired you to do this film?
Wow. Love. Like I said before, I love movies, and I always wanted to produce something and call something my own. And in order to own something, you have to man up and
do something.
Exactly.
Of course.
So that is what inspired me.
But besides that, of course, you love film and you wanted to do something. When it comes to this film, The Homecoming, I know Mr. Ajitana has given us, he didn't give us the whole what we are looking for, right. But he gave us a little,
Maybe Don can. He's
some. I'm going to get to him. I want to save him for last because people have stuff for him. So I'm saving him for last because I want to fight with my best friend properly on air. With the film Sukura itself, of course, right. Writing it, producing, investing in it. Why this film? It could have been any other film, because from what Mr. Ajita is like more of a homecoming, going back to your roots. Right. And especially somebody like me right now, I'm on the journey of going back to where I come from, because I've grown up here practically my whole life. I came here at a young age, so I'm now on a journey of going back to my roots and find out where I came from and the whole 9 yards. So why this film in particular? Because it could have been a love film, which everybody is using. It could have been anything. Right. Why Homecoming? Why should we go back? Because homecoming, it means I'm coming home. Right. So why this film in particular?
I think it has to do with for me, I have a couple of Black Americans that are around me. Mm-hmm. My job, some people will just sometimes visit you at church, or you meet them at stores and they talk to you and all that. And I can't remember, one of the guys in my office was like, "Oh, I would love to visit Africa." I don't even know, that kind of stuff. So he ended up being in the movie anyway. So he's like, I would love to visit Africa someday, but if any of you is going, then I can go with the person. I just don't want to go by myself.
Yeah.
I've had this kind of conversations with a couple of Black Americans, before. So one day I was sitting, I'm like, they want to go back home, but where are you going? That's the whole point.
Yeah.
One, you rent a hotel, I don't know how they get their tour guide.
You get a tour guide,
Ghana, but
Instagram. That's what you get it now. Right. You get a tour guide from Instagram. Don't worry, I did that. You get a tour person from Instagram. Yeah.
Right. So I'm like, okay, if all this is going on, and then we have people in the diaspora trying to go back home, and why don't you make something out of it? Like create something that somebody can easily sit down and watch and be able to know that, okay, if I go to Africa and I choose Ghana, if I go, I can visit this location, I can visit that location because I saw it in the movie. So all those things actually came together, and then it made me think of, how do I make this happen? And then the script writing started.
So all in a way is all promoting Ghana, or promoting, even if it's not Ghana, promoting even Africa, and inspiring people to go back to go back
roots. And see how Africa looks like. The Black American, the lead character that we took back home. Mm-hmm. This gentleman kept asking questions from day one till the day he was flying back to the States, because he couldn't understand why roads would be bumping. So he's like, why are all your roads dancing? I'm like, what? He's like, you have dancing roads.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
And, And then he would try to take a shower from the hotel sometimes. And I think, Ghana with our issues and the water will not run. And then he will call you, why is the tap not running?
Because we used to run in water quick here.
And then Johnny, you won't believe it. The light just went off in a hotel.
Wait, lights go?
I think they buy whatever for, yes. So if they don't refill, it can go off. That's what happened. It wasn't that the whole power went off, but that's what happened to him. So these are, a regular African would not
it doesn't
feel
bother
anything
you.
about it because it's normal. But because he's not, he kept asking. So these are some of the things I want people to go back home and see how people look like, and we have the same skin color, so at least you feel one or two things, how the type of food we eat, how we do our things, our culture, because I know when they see stuff about our culture on TV, most of them, they do watch it, and when they see you, those of us who know one or two people, Africans, they do ask questions.
Of course.
Yeah. So if we have something out there that, if I want to go to Africa and I choose Ghana, if I go at least I have A, B, C, D to visit, I think it's a good roadmap for some of them.
And I like that because it changes the mindset and the perception, because most people have this idea about Africa because a lot of times when they're promoting on TV, they don't really promote it properly. It's either dirty, filthy. It's either, because I remember when this show, this show on Netflix, Young African and Famous, came out, people were like, wait, is that actually Africa? And I'm like, yeah, it's South Africa. Yeah, that's how we live. And people feel like, so I really do like that. So promotion. Madam,
right?
How is it going so far? Because I know promoting something like, because I'm going to throw CEO in there, because I know promoting an event is not easy. So far, how is it been?
I mean, I'm not good at promotion, so I don't.
You hired a team, huh? I like that. Hey?
Yeah, so
easy life.
Yeah, I'm not good at it. So, and I want to say thank you to Don.
Yes,
honestly, he's been pushing me like crazy.
That's good.
Like, Abna, you need to do this. Abna, you need to do that. Am I talking too much?
Well, since the CEO was the one that pushed the promotion, I'm going to put him on here. How are you doing, Mr. Don D? He's always busy on his phone. Every time I see Don D, I've never seen Don D and he's not pressing phone. My mom will tell you that's why you're wearing glasses. Every time my mom sees, she's like, that's why you're wearing glasses. It's your phone. Is that your phone? Hey, Don D, how are you?
Oh my.
Former gospel artist, how are you?
Charlie.
Blame my boss. Blame my boss for this.
I don't blame you.
Blame my boss for this one.
For this one, yeah. How are you doing though? I'm good.
That's good. It's good to see you. You look tired.
Yeah, very tired. Today we are not talking GMA, so
We're not. I know, but we're going to. Of course, I can't see you without talking about GMA. So your recent that just ended GMA, which was amazing. Congratulations! I had people sending me videos. People text me like, Jasmine, you didn't go to this one. I was like, I missed it. I was crying. I was on my couch crying, but it was successful.
Right.
Kudos to him. I have to give him.
the team.
Yes, I really have to give you your flowers, because this one was. I've seen you do it for years. I would say this one compared to one of them, but we're not going to talk about this one and one of them, but it was amazing. But this year you did your thing,
But still, I still think Columbus 2022
was lit. That's what I want to compare it to.
It's still my game changer.
Your topic, yeah, that was amazing.
But to others, they think.
But no, I'll say, because mind you, it was like this fifth one was like a comeback, because we all know what initially happened last year, which we're not going to.
Some people did.
It's okay. We're not going to get. I'm going to bring you on here, person, because I really actually want us to talk about that event. But we're not going to talk about that today. But it was great. You did a great job. I've seen your promotion. I've seen you push events. And with Sukura coming up, from what she stated, you're the one behind promotion. So how is it going so far? How's promotion been so far for Sukura?
I believe. My style of promotion is quite different from your traditional promotions. Mm-hmm. I'm more like the one-on-one kind of promoter.
Yeah.
And she won't believe it if I tell her I have 3 people driving from Jersey coming. You won't believe it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm that type who the guy who dropped me off at the airport, actually, he's driving. He's on his way here right now.
He dropped you off at the airport, but he's on the way. We need to when he comes, just call me. I need to talk to him.
Casey, Casey and the girlfriend are on their way, and then one other guy. So, what I believe in is, I believe in one-on-one promotions.
Yeah.
And in America, our style of promotion is more like social media.
Yeah.
But if you remember when we started at GMA USA in town, right?
Yes.
We were more like door-to-door churches.
Yes. Yeah.
So I believe in the one, people really don't. The people who attend our events are not the youth.
Of course, I've been to your
And and I was looking at pushing. The youth will not pay that much to come to your event.
Yeah.
They're students. Yeah,
Yeah.
To all the promoters out there, this is a small tidbit to them. They can learn from that. And you also need to package your event very well. Sukura is a movie. I don't know the story yet. She has decided not to tell me.
I know. Why are you guys? Let me real quick. Why are you guys keeping it a secret from us? Because the day she came for her interview, too, I was pinching her like, just give me something. Nothing.
I mean, looking at the excerpt,
like why?
Get the idea.
Yeah, but tell me something. Let me trend small. Let me also trend like Jasmine.
So so pushing it to people. I mean, the concept. I mean, when I look at there are so many things she did wrong.
If Dundee doesn't bash you, then it's not Dundee.
Yeah, so many things she did wrong, but I'm glad she learned.
Yeah,
it's her first time.
I'm proud. Yeah,
and tomorrow is going to be very successful. Having Capito drive all the way from Virginia.
I'm telling you, it's only.
It takes movies or it takes programs like this to pull some of us out.
Yes.
When we're out like that, it means we know what we're saying. We know what this movie is. Like, it's not about Abena.
Because to get you to fly from
fly.
Jersey to Ohio just for a film, guys, I know this man. I'll tell you. So, wow.
This is a movie. It's a must-watch movie. So if you're in town and you don't show up, I'm like, what movie again are you going to watch? This is home-based movie, number one.
For us,
number two, the story tells about our struggle. Yes. And a little I've seen, right?
Oh, no, keep going. So sorry.
I know.
I was distracted a bit.
It happens to me all the time. When I'm in studio and nothing happened. I'm sorry. It's just...
It's okay.
So, the movie itself, I mean, when you look at the excerpts, right, from the movie, right, it kind of gives you a clue as to what the movie
we should expect,
about, right? And I think it tells about our culture. It tells about, us as a people. And she was saying something about them going to Africa. I think them going to Africa also will give them a fair idea as to why they should appreciate what they have here.
Yes.
Understand? She was talking about the negatives. Of course, there are a lot of negatives in Africa. We can't take that away from that. But I see most of them also in America. I'm talking about the Black Americans, right? African Americans, right? They don't appreciate what they have. So I think when they go back home and they see our struggle and how we have made it where we are,
it gives
now,
them
the perspective of our life in general, and then maybe they will appreciate what they have and they will start changing their ways of life. You understand? Most of them, I think. This movie actually is going to do
really good. The story behind it.
The story behind it, and then the promotions. Yeah, I personally want to host the movie in Jersey. So if I say I'm hosting this in Jersey, you know what it means.
Then it's going to be good,
It's going to be like massive, but I just want to see how it goes before I even start the conversation with her.
We'll convince her to do it.
Yeah, I really want to host this movie in Jersey. We've done all the groundwork, like we have pushed it out, like we've done all the promotions, and I'm not when it's you see how I promote my stuff, right?
Yeah, the show was really
like
good.
More,
but he will call you. He will call. So have you bought your tickets? Are you coming?
Yeah. It's more like a one-on-one kind of thing. I mean,
okay.
How many people? We are looking at about 500 to 600 people.
Yeah.
In the building. The most I can get, the most I've told myself I need to get from my event, it's at least me. I should be able to pull 150 people into the building.
Out of the 500,
500 or 600 people.
Yeah.
1,000 people, at least. I'll make sure I pull.
Which you normally do. Which he does.
Usually,
and
mostly,
more.
Yeah, mostly, I can say on authority that most of my events, like Jersey per se, this year alone, I sold about 220 tickets.
By yourself, yeah.
Myself, so I think we've done some for
Jenna.
like Sukura, and now my company is also sponsoring, like Lemfi.
Hey. He had to throw that in there.
Yeah, of course.
That's the boss moves right there.
Right.
So Lemfi is sponsoring, and
So it's gonna be good.
Yeah, so because of the fact that Lemfi is sponsoring, I have to be here.
We can't come and do free promotion on my show. So, Janet, I want to come back to you real quick since he's spoken about promotion. A lot of the premieres that we see here in Ohio, personally, I have seen, I think, 1 or 2, 3 movie premieres, I would say. I would say. And most of the time, it's either in a church or in the event space. When I first saw that you're doing it in Lincoln Theater, I was okay, there's some type of value to this movie. Honestly. Me, if you do a movie premiere in church, I'm not coming. Because my reaction in church and my reaction is not going to work out. I'm not coming. So when I saw that you're doing it in Lincoln Theater, I felt like, okay, this one, people are going to take it actually serious. Why Lincoln Theater? Why didn't you go the route of people? Because
Don't let him answer.
I know, but no, give me 1 second. Because one of the things that people say is that.
I chose that venue, so let me answer it.
Why? What is your thing with Lincoln Theater?
No. I have a story with the Lincoln Theater.
Uh-huh.
See, I believe in class and prestige.
Ooh.
And glam.
Okay.
I don't believe in mediocre stuff.
Yes.
That's me. So I'm like, if the magnet or the class or the weight of this movie cannot be shown in just
in a
church.
Yeah.
Church is bad, but it cannot be shown in a regular setting. Mm-hmm. It has to give you that face look, like face uplift. You don't want to just go and be, I don't know, like in America, right? We think. When they release their movies, we want to go to theaters to go watch them.
Yeah.
We want to go to
a movie theater. I'm not going to a
church. They're doing
church.
it in Ghana. Why can't we do it?
Yeah.
See, we've limited ourselves to just mediocre stuff. I'm sorry, but
we're just gonna do it.
We're just gonna do it. No,
Yeah.
but I told her, look,
it's either you do it or you do it right.
It's either you're coming or you're not coming. Like
I like
your
that.
first time, it's either you're coming hard or you are just not coming. Forget it, because if you come anyhow, I'm not coming. I'm not showing up. Period. So. Period. For her to choose, accept to the fact that she has to go to that venue, I'm like, then we are in business, man.
Hey!
In business.
Yeah, some no more. No, but I feel like it gave it a different boost. Because when I was telling people, I was like, oh yeah, because my work friends, I was telling them, because a few of my work friends want to go to Ghana with me. So I was like, oh, let's go watch Homecoming, because I knew it was about going to Ghana, first of all. So I was like, oh, let's go watch it. They were like, oh, okay, where's it go? And one of my friends was like, oh, what church is it going to be at? Because I took her I invited her to a movie premiere over the summer. I don't want to really, over last year, that was done in a church. Majid and Dumpsmill was done in the church. When I told my friend, the first thing she said was, what church? And I was like, oh no, it's Lincoln Theater. She was like, okay, good, I'm coming.
Sometimes too, it depends on the concept of the movie. Mm-hmm. If it's a Christian-like movie, it's just wise to premiere it in the church. Right. The setting also matters a lot. But this has got nothing to do with church.
Reality,
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we're about to wrap up soon, so I know red carpet. Red carpet. We're about to wrap. You see, I told you people, we're done being here. If I don't take over, done. If I don't take, done, we'll talk. Yes, we're about. No, we're not wrapping up yet. We're talking about red carpet. Oh no, tomorrow's your shine. Don't worry. When I catch you on the red carpet tomorrow, you can shine over there. So I know tomorrow is the movie. I want to make sure we actually talk about. I know we can talk about promotion, we can talk about all of that, but tomorrow is the movie. Sukura at the Homecoming, red carpet, and all of that. Let's talk a bit more about it. Or you want Dawn to talk about it? Let's do it to Dawn then. Dawn, Mr. Producer, Mr. Sponsor. Sorry, sponsor.
So with the red carpet, I
yes.
know Revolt Media is covering it live.
Yes,
and they are also hosting a red carpet.
I'm hosting it with AFO. So
why do you even want her to answer when you are the host?
No. I'm going to talk about my part, but I'm talking about the entire. Please, I'm going to talk about my part, but the entire show.
I mean, look. It's a movie with a red carpet.
Yes.
This is Ghana in America.
Period. Or rap, yeah, mate.
This year you've not gone anywhere on the red carpet. What do you mean? You've not gone anywhere.
Nice.
Come and take pictures and go sit down and buy some popcorn and watch some good movie. You understand? Yeah. Push out it out. I don't know why Ghanaians were like that. Charlie, come out. We don't need. If I'm in town, you should know this movie is like.
See, if Don is in town, that's when the movie is nice.
I mean, come on, man. Let's have fun, man. Let's have fun.
Mr. Ajete, what should people? We are going to ignore Don right now. Because if Don is in town, you know. Mr. Ajete, what should we expect tomorrow? Are you ready for tomorrow? Is your suit ready?
Ready for tomorrow. Am I doing a suit?
What are we doing tomorrow?
Yeah, come find
Just tell us, Ali. We need to talk about this, your secret keeping. We're supposed to
see you live.
Oh no, we're supposed to be friends
recorded.
now, Mr. Ajit. Ali, just give me something.
We'll do that behind the scenes, but for them, they need to come there to find out. 5 p.m. there.
Sharp.
You'll come in there with your glam and
Yes.
let's make Ghana proud and let's make
Of course,
ourselves proud.
Ghana proud. Yeah. And this is Charlie. 5 p.m. is not Ghana time.
Yes.
You see, and we say we've changed the narrative, right?
Yes, we have. I like that.
You know why?
Yes.
This year we told ourselves every event we organize, we start on time.
Yes.
Whether or not. So tomorrow, I'm telling you guys,
One bantam, we'll be money up.
5 p.m. sharp, and there's only 3 people start your record.
Yes, we
When
will.
it's time to start show your movie, they've already bought a ticket.
Yes.
Yapon. So next time they will come, and that is what we need. I mean, when you're going to work in America, it says show up at 7.
They are there by 6:45. 6:13.
I don't know why we want to do this to ourselves.
So we should remember on
Remember
time.
on time.
On time.
It's not Ghana time. It's American time. 5 p.m. sharp. I'll be there at 4:30.
Yes, the doors, I think from what we spoke about, the doors will open by 4:30. So make sure you're there. So the red carpet we are saying is glitz and glam, right? Mr. Jete said he wouldn't tell me if he's wearing suits or not. Bruh, we'll talk about that. Don't worry, if I find out behind the scene, guys, I'll tell you guys on Instagram. Just meet me there. I got you guys. So glitz and glam.
Right.
It's not, don't come in your jeans. Okay, you can come in jeans, but make sure it's classy.
I mean, I'm coming in jeans. Hey, I'm coming in jeans.
I was about to say glitter and glam, but but jeans. Jeans, but make it look nice.
Nice.
Okay?
Come nice.
So this is the actual premiere. This is not your, Kumase has a word, he said, Bazawala premiere. This is proper premiere. You know, if Mr. Jete and Don are in town, it's on period. Okay, and I know Yao Skyface is also
around,
in Skyface is also in town.
He was supposed to come here, but he got stuck somewhere. So
Skyface is also in town, so you already know the Gingham Capito is on his way. You know the Ginghams are all in town, so you know it's going to be a great. So I'm going to have them give their last words real quick, and I'm going to throw the details. Oh, let me give the details first, then we'll do our last. So it's going to be at the Lincoln Theater tomorrow. Sukura, the homecoming. Listen, you don't want to miss it. You do not want to miss it. It's happening tomorrow, September 7th at the Lincoln Theater. This film has all the Ajete Anan, Salman Mumin, my good friend Jeffrey Nolte, and so many people in it. You do not want to miss it. You have to be there to watch it. Let's come support our own. And if you guys already know, I'm only going to show up on the red carpet if I believe in this. So you already know I'm on the red carpet. I'm hosting the red carpet, okay? I'm hosting the red carpet alongside with the one and only Sikana Sheifo. We are going to be on the red carpet. So you already know it's going to be amazing. So make sure you come looking right, because if I'm on the red carpet, I'm already looking right. So make sure you come looking right. If some people are wearing jeans, when we get there, we'll talk about their jeans tomorrow. If you're not wearing jeans, we'll talk about it. But make sure you're looking right. And guys, on time. Let's enforce that. Ghanaians, we have Columbus especially. We have this thing on time.
When they finish, they'll tell you,
it's your fault. On time. The doors open by 4:30. Me personally, I'll be there. My team will be there by 4. So we are going to, or before, I think it's at 3. We're going to be there before even 4. So on time. But I'm going to have Janet wrap up. What should we expect? And all of that. Wrap up your last words.
Yes, we're encouraging everyone to show up. It's a great event. Please come nicely dressed, like I always say. Nicely dressed, because you're going to take pictures that you can frame and put it in your living room, and then you can remember that you went for Sukura premiere. Now, if you don't have a ticket yet,
yes,
when you come to the gate, you may probably get some to purchase at the gate. So come in your numbers. Come on time, so you'll be able to grab a ticket at the gate.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, that's what me, I don't like saying.
And then let's go to you real quick, because I'm...
that is what me, I don't
because
like
it's
saying.
almost gone, though.
And as I'm saying, I don't like saying. Make sure by tomorrow we are declaring sold out tonight. So by tonight, But not take it nasa.
I'm not saying.
Yeah. I mean, Kakrebi now can say to me some between and then China Pa is gone.
Don't worry, you watch.
Yeah.
But you realize one thing, Columbus like last minute. I think
Last
with
minute,
your
they would be
show,
rushing.
I think with his show, I think it was last year or 2
It
years
was-
ago,
yeah, 2 years ago.
around 9 a.m. people are calling me. 8 a.m. I'm like, guys, I'm not the one promoting
My
the show.
phone was
I'm
ringing
just
like,
on the red carpet.
They're like, oh, I hear you're the one that has a ticket. I'm like, what?
I was like, no, I'm only on the red
It's
carpet.
gone, long time ago.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. See, we should learn how to promote events and promote this very well. You know?
Yes.
Like I think this concept about buying tickets at the gate.
We need to change it.
Like, reserve your seat. If you are coming, you're coming. I mean, last minute stuff are also encouraged, but I think like the organizer always needs funds to put their shows together. Understand? So if you really want to support somebody or you really want to go watch the movie, why wait till the last minute? Buy the ticket, go in there and go watch whatever you're going to watch. You understand? And bottom line is, this is a movie from Africa, not Ghana.
This is our,
Nigeria,
represent
all
us.
the big stars are in there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we have D and me in there, my personal.
All the big stars.
Yeah,
Right?
D and me.
Natal,
We have
Mohammed
so many
Ba,
amazing,
And actors from America.
Yeah.
So, to me, the Afro said, this is like a blast. I'm coming to have fun. I'm going to enjoy myself watching the movie. I mean, you've been in it twice. Yeah, like the first session. In Ghana, they do that, right?
Yeah, they do that.
They do
Oh,
it in
wow.
the morning and in the afternoon. But don't worry, after this, we are going to Jersey.
We're going to Jersey. Yeah,
That's what
we'll
it's
talk about the Jersey one very soon. Once I get the details, I will let you guys know.
You're going to premiere in Jersey.
Mr. Ajete, it was a great conversation with everybody.
Pleasure is
Please,
mine.
your last words.
I mean, hey, look, there are lots of people out there who's been supporting us, our projects, our productions. It'll be a fine opportunity for me to meet them and say thank you, take pictures, memorable ones. And so, look, come, it's a family affair. Come, let's, shed the stress off a bit and let's connect again and see what can generate out of the meetings.
Yes.
For tomorrow's night, and the bonus is that you get to see a good movie.
Yes.
Story well woven, and you leave there blessed. Yeah.
Amen. So we're still not going to get a little. You're not going to tell us a little about the phone. You won't give us a little. You won't snitch a little bit. Just
Snitches
at my
get
face.
snitches.
just tell me.
Massacre.
Spoiler. Just give us one small spoiler. Oh, my man.
I'm the guy behind
The guy. The other guy.
the one with the patch.
No, that one doesn't really, because we've seen that one on the
you've seen it
flyer.
already.
We've seen that one on the flyer now. Let's give us one small spoiler, B. She's not here. Just pretend. Don't look at her. Just look at me. My face is what matters. This is
I
my
was
show.
dating a girl in the movie. Come and find out who.
I like that one.
Guys, he's not trying to get me to trend. Like, wait a minute, pussy. No. Small spoiler. Well, think. Now get one pen and make it. Guys, Sukura, small spoiler. Spoiler alerts. I'm the red way now. No, you're not trying to help my career here. We are pleading. Well, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you, Don D and Janet. Guys, tomorrow is glitz and glam. Half of y'all don't come out. Like me per se, I don't come out of my house. If it's not for work, I don't come out. So guys, this is our chance to come out and show the closet. My closet has clothes with tags in it. So tomorrow I've decided to bring one. I might change 3 times on the red carpet.
That's nice.
Because Montaria tags the woman say I have to
no
wear
full
it,
showcase.
because tomorrow I have to show my fine girl life. No, guys, most of us don't go out. Most people don't go out. Like my mom say, I'm dragging her out tomorrow because that woman doesn't go anywhere. If it's not work, she's not going anywhere. Guys, let's come out. We've been indoors for a long time. You work. You're going to break down. Come out tomorrow. Let's support our own. Janet is our own here in Columbus, Ohio. Let's do it big here in Columbus. So when she goes to Jersey, then we can say ours was the best. Okay, this is a competition now, and Columbus, you guys already know. Once my face, we got to prove a point. Okay, so let's come out. Let's support our very own. Okay, give me 1 second. Let's support our very own. This is a huge stand. It's tomorrow, Lincoln Theater. Look, you don't want to miss it. The red carpet is going to be great. You already know if Ifo and I on the red carpet is full comedy, so you don't want to miss it. Come looking good. Come be open. Let's have a conversation. You get to meet Ajit. Okay, I met him first, but you guys get to meet him tomorrow. You don't want to miss it. Let me brag. I met him first. Thank you. Columbus, I have to prove a point here. Right. What do you have to say before I wrap up my show?
Like I said, it's the show. I mean, the premiere is sponsored by Lemfi, and
I knew he was going to say that. I felt it.
You see, Lemfi, if you want to support Sukura. Mm-hmm. And then her next project, right?
Yes.
Because we are in the game of sponsoring.
Yes.
Ghanaian own events and so download Lemfa and use her promo code.
What is her
Sukura.
Promo code?
Promo code Sukura.
Sukura, which is SUKURA.
Yeah. We only need about 100 sign-ups per, right? When we get
download
that, what it means is that next year we are giving her bigger money.
Amen.
To produce more movies.
And that's on period.
Understand? So it's easy. Just go on there and just download.
So what is Lem5? Real in two sentences. And my writing professor will tell you in one paragraph. In 50 words. Let's go.
Lem5 is the best money sending app on the market currently.
Period. That's it. I'll give you. You are officially on the honest role. I'm proud of you. So Lemfi is a money sending app. Listen, send money to Ghana. Is it only Ghana or other places?
Currently, Ghana and some few other places, but Ghana.
The main is Ghana. So send money to Ghana. If you have friends in Ghana, send money to them. Your pastors and all of that you people be sending money to, send money to them. Use Lemfi and use the code Sukura. We already know. It's all about Sukura. It's all about Sukura. Tomorrow, today, and all of it. It's all about Sukura. And even after, you can still use the code Sukura just to still show support to her and this, project. So guys, like I said earlier, it's all about Sukura. Lincoln Theater tomorrow. You don't want to miss it. The Lincoln Theater red carpet starts exactly 5 p.m. Don't come late. The doors open by 4:30. 4:30, the doors will open. Red carpet starts at 5 p.m. and the film starts at 8 p.m. Look, we're not doing Ghana time. We're not doing African time. We're doing the right time. So 8 p.m. the film will start. 5 p.m. red carpet will start. You can't miss. If you come late, by the time you come, we are done with it. So come on time. Make sure you get your popcorn and your drinks. The Lincoln Theater is located on 769 East Long Street. 769 East Long Street, Columbus, Ohio, 43203. 769 East Long Street, Columbus, Ohio, 43203. You can't miss. If you have not gotten if you don't have your ticket yet, make sure you reach out to us here at Revolt and we'll make sure you get a ticket. And I know there's a link you can also get a ticket. So I'll let Jenna put it out here. What's the website?
It's angelcommunities.com.
Angelcommunities.com. Angelcommunities.com. We have a few tickets left, so make sure you get yours now. Don't wait till tomorrow morning. Please do not call me. My phone is off tomorrow. Tomorrow, all I'm doing is making sure my skin, because I have a skin appointment in the morning. I don't have time because tomorrow I'm making sure I'm glowing, okay? GGC, glowing, okay? I am glowing. So don't call me in the morning. Don't call her in the morning. Don't stress the woman out. Don't call Dawn. Don't call, only call us, call Revolt team if you need ticket. But I'll prefer you get it right now. Get yours right now. Head over to angelcommunities.com or send Revolt a message and we'll make sure you get your ticket. It's happening tomorrow at the Lincoln Theater. Come looking amazing. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Thank you, Janet, for this great project. Let's give you your flowers for doing this. I really want to give you your flowers. I mean, right now I'm on the journey of giving people their flowers while they're still here. So making the decision to even do this film alone, you deserve your flowers. Keep it going. This is not just the first. This is not your first and this is not your last. There's many, many more to come and we will always be here to support. She's one of the people that supports everyone. everyone. I haven't seen anybody that's doing something that she will not.
Columbus don't show up tomorrow,
She will always like. She's one
hating
person that will push, even if she's not even there. She will let you know her. Like even if she's not there, she will let you know she's still supporting you behind the scene. I have seen you do it so many times, and we are grateful for you. And hopefully tomorrow, Columbus will be there to support you. But congratulations for even taking the initiative to even start this. Congratulations on that, and we can't wait to see all that you're going to accomplish. So yeah, and that was Janet Obobisa. She is the producer for Sukura, the homecoming, and I was here with the CEO and the CEO of GMA USA and former gospel artist Don Dennis, and of course I was blessed with the presence of legend himself. Right now I can go home and put it in my diary, okay? Dear diary, I met him. I was here with the legend himself, Ajete Anand. Thank you so much for joining. I'll let you do it. Do it for me.
Pusha.
Period. Pusha. Thank you guys so much. And that was it. Thank you guys so much for watching Revolt. I am your girl, the one and only Jasmine Akuba, and we'll catch you guys next time on Revolt Media. Bye-bye for now.
Bye-bye.
Son, the most important thing in life is for you to remain focused, to be an achiever, a goal setter, so that you can achieve whatever you need in life.
Your great-great-great-grandparents, they came here as slaves. So it's practically impossible. It's impossible to trace that history.
What's wrong with me retracing my roots?
It's ridiculous. All you're trying to do is blame the white race for all the woes of the Black history ghetto race. And sooner or later, you'll start to see me as an enemy.
Right now, it feels like I'm at the bottom of the pecking order of your priorities. Even complete strangers are getting more attention than
Complete strangers?
Like the American. I saw the way both of you were looking at each other.
I was thinking we could solve this with calm heads.
Edu, you pushed me into this relationship in the first place. I am no longer interested.
I thought we both agreed that we would not allow him to go.
Mom.
How can you just wake up and embark on a decision to travel to a continent, to a country, to a community, to a kingdom that you know nothing about?
How are we supposed to find your guy now?
Exactly. That Pinto guy.
Uncle Pete.
No, Mukasiano.
Madam Mama, Uncle Pete.
Sawakasa. Mutiwe Metra. Never mind,
You think he's the only slave to get off a boat in chains?
We are now at the entrance to the mill dungeons, where they kept about 1,000 men at a given time.
How? Where were they? Like,
This will tell you the wickedness of mankind.
Many of them died in this river. So this river is a spiritual river. This river is a river of our soul.
Your man, he's with your man.
you mean Alex?
Who else has been kidnapped?
Where is he now?
I told you already. He's with your man.
You have no idea what you are getting into.
I'm inclined to believe you.
Alex, this is very spiritual. You don't even pray for yourself.
United States store. I
hear you came together in search of your roots. You are looking for your forefathers. Maybe I'll introduce you to them.
Wherever home is, that's where I want to go. That's where I want to be.